Is it recording?
Yeah.
What day? Should I say what day it is? What day is it? 81. Day 81. 181. 181. Evie's my camera girl today. She's gonna hold the camera. Okay, can you see me? Follow me over here. Okay, so we're working on the car. We're gonna take the wheel off. Point it at the wheel. William's helping us. Point back at me. And we'll check back in a bit. All right, that's what we're dealing with here. Wheel bearing is toast. So I gotta get those bolts off. To get this out. Probably do brakes on this thing too. Just working on the car day. So I also went ahead and changed all the plugs. Next I'm going to try and find the source of the leak. We've got a bit of an oil leak running down the oil filter there. I'm going to swap that out, clean it up. Looks like there's a bit of a leak down this side too. I don't know what that is. Power steering maybe? And we're gonna get an air filter because the air filter was horrible.
You did them already?
What?
You did them already?
Yeah. I wish I knew they were E3s. I would have bought the E3s, but it is what it is. The nicest day ever, and we're working on the fucking car.
I did it in 1 second.
Ooh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Helpers. All right. See that oil filter down there, dude? That's not gonna come off very nice.
That thing right there.
That orange greasy thing. Don't try and take it off yet, though.
You need an oil pan too. An oil pan.
An oil pan. Some of the sale.
I noticed
I'm just giving the.
my train keeps coming off.
Put that back where you got it, you meathead.
This was not very tight.
Anyways, gotta get the wheel bearing off.
Yeah, that is pretty stuck.
I feel like I changed 2 of the backs and the front passenger side for sure. 100% front passenger side we did at Eric's.
Sarah,
Whatever. And I could have sworn we did the 2 rears, but I don't.
I don't know if we did both, but we definitely did one.
How's it
100%
going?
no, we did one. I feel like we did 3 though. I remember complaining about having to change 3 wheel bearings.
I have to figure out this camber because we're burning tires once again. Look at this. Toast already. And I literally just changed all that shit. So, doggy. So I gotta fuck with that too and try and get it lined up properly. We'll check back. I need that. higher. Ah. Let's see if we can find a better angle here. What's up? Let's see if we do this. Okay, better angle. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. So I got to take the 4 bolts that hold the wheel bearing on, off. Ah. Three out of 4. One more. Gotcha, bitch. Don't ever buy a Dodge Journey. Ever. I hate this car. Super good on gas though.
I said no. No, stop. No.
Now we're gonna get the air ratchet, the air chisel. Try and bust off that, break that seal.
Everyone, we have to play when Dylan gets here.
Hopefully everyone's having a good Saturday, Sunday for you guys.
Everyone! Dylan's getting here at 6. Everyone! Everyone, listen! What? When Dylan's almost here, we need to hide so that we can scare him. We need to hide the car too. Dylan's going in the car.
How am I gonna scare him if I'm gonna go pick him up? Get Meatball.
His mom. They're not going to go pick up Dylan.
All right, 4 bolts.
Dylan is.
Okay, so now brute force. Gotta get this loosened off. We got the clip undone. We'll take the clips off of the ABS. The new one has one, so I'll probably just cut it. Yeah, I'll probably just cut it. It's a pain in the ass. I'm tired. Can you... I need a cutter, like something to cut this. William, my helper. See that? It's not supposed to happen. So in all our videos, when you hear that, that's what you're hearing. Vibrating. So, okay, I'm gonna pound the shit out of this. It's gonna make some noise, so I'm not gonna record it. All right, didn't even need to beat the shit out of it. It came out nice and easy. And I can see this is one that we've already changed because you can see the marks where I put the original air chisel in right here. So I put an air chisel in on these corners and they're curled so you can see it. But I'm gonna get this in here all cleaned out really good. Prepped. We'll get the new wheel bearing back in, bolt it up, and it's good to go. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than that. So we got the new wheel bearing. Got it's all prepped, ready to go. You take a minute, and then actually I might hit that a little bit more with sandpaper. You want this as clean as possible because that wheel bearing is your lifeline. So I'm gonna clean this a little bit more. There's a little high spot right here, and then get it brake cleaned, sprayed, and then I gotta disconnect all the cables and shit. But the old ABS sensor or speed sensor, whatever it is. And probably should have done brakes and rotors too, but I'll do that next week.
Can I help now?
So yeah, carrying on. You want to help?
No, not recording.
Not recording?
No, with the car.
Okay. All right, wheel bearings on. Now I need to undo all the bolts to get the speed sensor in. Sometimes I feel like I spend more time fixing this car than driving it. You having a hard time over there or what?
Frankie.
These clips are the dumbest fucking invention ever. Like, how do you get this shit off? I didn't hear what you heard.
Oh, the fucking thing.
Okay, let me know. Is there an easy way to get these off, guys? Because I'm just about to cut this motherfucker right here. Like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Holy fuck. Get off. Okay, so that one's undone. Need to do this one. Okay, got it. So now the new one, just go back the way we came.
Yeah.
Got it?
No. Take more of the shit off. Well, can you grab me a bungee cord off the back of the truck, please? Right in the back of the truck.
Alright guys, so we're going to, I'm currently right now just draining the oil. The oil filter was rough. I can't see where the leak is coming from, if it's coming from the oil pan or the oil filter. So, draining right now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hit it with this first. High Mile Engine Lucas. We're going to hit it with this first. It's 1 quart, so I'm going to use the entire jug because this old girl needs it. And I can't put the wheel back on yet, but we are ready to go back together. Just waiting for Ian to finish whatever he's doing there so I can take the jack. So the oil's draining. I'm gonna give it a minute, let it all drain out. I should have ran it hot first. That was my mistake. I didn't. That's fine. We'll let it drain out, and then we're gonna hit it with the full synthetic. Should be good. Nice fresh. Wife's gone to get a new air filter, cabin filter. So that's plugs, oil, filters, full tune-up. And we'll see. This car should be running mint now. It's hot out here today, bro. So anyways, we'll update you guys. Nothing like a little bit of sea foam, you know? Get her blasted out. Keep it at the halfway between 2 and 3. Hold it there. Apparently this stuff works wonders. I got a crazy engine knock, so. Alright guys, so car's fixed. We don't have VL. The noise you're hearing now is the tires. So these tires we bought used because we knew there was an issue and they were going to get fucked. So the wheel bearing's fixed. That's good. No more stress there. Now I just need to book it in for the alignment and then get a good set of tires. And we're golden. Yeah, we did spark plugs, we did the oil change, air filter.
Wheel bearing.
It's expensive to maintain a vehicle.
That Lucas stuff isn't really like a part, it's like a maintenance thing.
Yeah, we don't need it. She's a high miler, so.
We do a lot of driving, so it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Do that probably once every 3-ish months.
The only thing
VIP.
Sorry.
The only thing I want to keep an eye on is we had the E3 spark plugs in here, and I wasn't sure if we did or not, and we didn't replace them with E3 spark plugs. I know you guys have no clue what I'm talking about. The men will know. I swear by E3s for fuel mileage and performance. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. If I'm not noticing an increase, I think the next time, my next paycheck, I'm going to just get the E3s.
I almost made a shot at one of my parents and stopped myself. About the E3s. I'll just say the one good thing that came from one of my parents. Told us about them E3s.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like, you know, it's funny how on different sides of like the car spectrum I am now. I used to be like speed, make it sound good, stereo system, didn't care, tint the windows, paint the trim, like make it look good, make it sound good, make it bump. Now it's like I want the car as quiet as I fucking can, smooth as it can be, and I want that average fuel mileage to be as low of a number as possible. So it's like there's no performance upgrades. Everything is like upgrading the fuel efficiency. That's how you know you're getting old.
Yeah, we were actually just talking about that like yesterday on the drive up here. I was like, remember when we used to like floor it, like go like 140, 150 down the highway thinking like we were making time, but really we weren't. Now we're cruising at like 120 and just like enjoying the drive.
Just like set the cruise at 120 because that's the most optimal for this engine. Because this is a 4-cylinder in this car. This car came with a 4 or a 6. The 4-cylinder, in my opinion, is too small for this car. So it works harder to move the car. So when you're doing 140, you're not actually saving fuel or getting anywhere any faster.
No, that's exactly it. You're rushing to get nowhere. Like,
so you might shave 6 minutes off your drive, realistically, in the grand scheme of things.
yeah.
But you're going to burn a quarter tank more pushing that little engine harder. So we've done this trip so much, we've optimized it. Like the sweet spot for this engine is 120 with good oil pressure, and you know, we can keep it around 9.5 liters per 100. Everybody's like, I don't know, I can't be the only one who monitors that shit.
I don't. I pay attention to like, which is so hard to do now because gas prices fluctuate so drastically. But like, I used to pay attention to like when I would drive to go pick up my kids from Orange when I lived all the way in Mount Forest. It was like $20 there and back. And if it started costing me more than that, I knew I needed like oil change or spark plugs, like something needed to be done to my car so that I would be back fuel efficient. I never looked at, like, you literally drive with that thing in your face.
I know.
It drives me nuts.
I'm always watching it. But like, our car's our lifeline, so we have it down pat how many liters of fuel it takes us to do it, depending on the price of fuel, depending on which gas station, because every gas station is different fuel. We won't buy Shell fuel anymore because we get like almost half.
I was gonna say, I'd go as far as
half the fuel mileage that we would get from like Petro or Esso or even Pioneer.
If I had a choice of which gas station to stop at, I'd typically stop at Pioneer, and not because I think their gas is any better. I just find that their prices are usually less. Even if it's 1 cent, it's usually less.
Now maybe I'm crazy and all of these companies all buy the same gas from the same suppliers, but every time we put Shell gas in this car, it burns too fast. It's abnormally fast. So I don't know. So I got some clips that you guys saw at the beginning of the video. We ran some Seafoam through it too. I've never done Seafoam. Her brother said it's really good for it. So we ran some Seafoam through it, sprayed in the intake, and then rev it up, and it blows all the shit out of the exhaust.
I think the next like little maintenance thingy that we need to do is try and recharge the AC in this as well.
I am so tempted to retorque the lifters because I have a lifter noise, like where you can almost hear the timing chain. Everything I've Googled, it's 50-50. People say don't fix what ain't broke. Because the problem is the car has been running for so long now with sloppy lifters that if you adjust them, you start messing with timing, and it makes sense. Other people have said that it's increased their fuel mileage, the longevity of their motor. I don't know.
I swear by, and I stand on it, I do not touch it. You're so hesitant on it, and you're hesitant for a reason. When you hesitate, you shouldn't do it.
I know. I've never done it. Guys, any dudes in here, if you guys have ever retorqued your lifters, let me know. Because I have lifter noise. If you watch the video in the beginning, you can hear it. Or give me some sort of tips and tricks on how to like minimize that. We've run the Lucas through it. I ran the Seafoam through it. I personally haven't noticed it quiet down. I don't know. We cannot blow this motor. Like, fresh oil, fresh filter, fresh plugs, fresh, air filter, and now we're getting an average of 9.1, and we're not even on the highway. We're just cruising at 80K. So we've already increased the fuel economy. Increased. We're at 9 now. It's actually getting better, which means,
So that's good.
yeah. So it needed everything, and I mean, like, since we've done the spark plugs, the E3s in it, we've done 51,000 kilometers in less than a year. I don't know how often you're supposed to change your spark plugs. Like,
I don't know either, and it's such a like.
I think it's, you know, for how many kilometers or whatever.
I'll be honest, I've never changed spark plugs in a vehicle ever in my life. Like when I first get them, I always do. If it's not new, obviously used, always change it. Same with oil change. Like they're just things that you just do when you buy a vehicle because you don't know when it was done last.
Yeah.
But after that, never touched it.
Well, it's done. So I'm gonna mark it down that it's done at the kilometers, and if it makes it another, you know, maybe I'll change them every 20,000 K instead, or 10,000 K. We're not running the E3s, so E3s are expensive. That's the thing. It's like $20 a plug. Now I swear by them. Maybe you guys don't. I need the dudes to step up here. Couple questions. Do you guys like E3s? What's your favorite brand of plug? You know, like, what am I looking at? What the hell is that?
Like one of those moped car things.
Look, 8.8. That's wild. This is crazy.
Like, not that it's really a lot, but like to just do regular maintenance on our car, we just spent probably close to $400 just to do regular maintenance on our car.
And that was us doing the labor.
Yeah.
If you know, if we took it somewhere to get that done, you'd have labor costs on top of that. They charge you an hour minimum at a mechanic to change spark plugs. You know, an oil change is you don't leave an oil change facility without paying a minimum of $100 for a full synthetic oil change. And high miles, I got told to run full synthetic. So I've always, you know, my specialty is diesel engines. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we shouldn't be running a full synthetic. I have no idea. Just go off of what the Dr. Google tells me. So we'll run it like this. I mean, the average is significantly dropped. We've dropped by like a full point. I don't know if it's not because we haven't hit the highway yet. The real test will be when we get on the highway. Get up to like 120, but
even for like Instacart and stuff, that number usually hovers 910.
yeah.
That's just driving this speed.
So maybe the plugs were just toast and they weren't running right, you know? Maybe it was suffocating because it couldn't get the airflow. Also, too, I IC foamed it, so I probably cleaned out the MAF sensor. I don't know. Like, I'm not a licensed fucking mechanic. I just do things and hope that it does things.
The next thing we need to do that's like priority is to figure out why our tires keep wearing. Like, go get the alignment, see if that helps, which we've done twice.
The alignment, I think what I'm going to end up having to do, and I have this sneaking suspicion, is this car comes with an option for adjustable upper toe arms. And we don't have adjustables. It didn't come with adjustables, but you can get them for it. And I'm thinking that is what the alignment place is going to recommend we swap them to. So we just got to keep that in the back of our minds. Maybe they, you know, I don't know. If we can get it to stop chewing tires, we have the ultimate car again.
Yep.
But like, we're burning through tires like fucking NASCAR here, and I don't understand it.
I just did the math yesterday, including the ones that came on the car when we bought it. We've gone through 14 tires.
Yeah, because, well, we rotate them, right?
Tire on here.
So like the back driver's side burns them out the most on the inside because they're sitting cambered funny. So this one burns them out the most. So what we do is we wait till this one is like down, and then we'll swap it to the front. Can't do that in the winter, but it's summer, so it doesn't really matter. But and then because they've all been directional, which is really fucking pain in the ass. Because if they weren't directional, I could swap them 4 ways. But we're just buying time while I try and fix what the freaking problem is. I've replaced the upper and lower toe arms. I've replaced the camber keys. I've replaced the rear struts. We've dumped a ton of money into the back of this car trying to solve that problem.
We've gotten alignment done twice.
But I think it's just a common thing for this car, and we're going to have to get the adjustable tow arms so that they can forcefully adjust the camber out more. So, I don't know.
Either way, like, this car has been a lifesaver compared to the Yukon. Like, gas saving alone is insane.
Yeah.
Wintertime, no. I would rather pay the extra gas and drive the Yukon in the winter than this, because this thing was terrifying in the winter,
But was it terrifying because of the camber?
oh, I don't know.
You know what I
That
mean?
one
If we-
snowstorm took us 8 hours one way.
If we got the camber fixed and put a really good set of snows on it, is it going to ride better through the snow? Nothing's going to compare to the Yukon with the big fucking, the hefty snow tires on it.
I don't know. I just know I've never driven a car in the wintertime that was as scary as this one. So it could be that, because I've had vans, like front wheel drive vehicles. I've had 4-wheel drive, I've had all-wheel drive, I've had all of those things, and this one is the scariest.
So, for most of my life, I've been very handy with a lot of shit. Keeping a car alive, I can troubleshoot and figure out what the problem is, but like with this fucking wheel camber, I cannot for the life of me figure it out. So, I think we're gonna have to crack down, even though I just changed them, we're gonna have to crack down and swap them out with the adjustable tow arms. Because like, you can only get so much of an adjustment out of that adjustment key that I replaced.
Well, that, and we're taking the car to a different person to align it this time, so they probably, the mechanic here work uses, so they will obviously are going to be real with you.
Well, and he uses laser tools too, like, so it'll be spot on, and he's going to tell me I can only adjust it, a percentage. It's not enough, so this is what you need to get that more out of it.
Yeah.
So that's the last thing that this car needs. But that and the lifter noise. I'm like, is the engine fucked, or can I get another 50, 60, 60,000 K out of it if I tighten up the lifters?
But if you are eventually going to splurge and do that, or like send it and do that, a mechanic's doing that, because you make me nervous with how hesitant you've been.
I'm hesitant because I've never done it, and I don't know if it will actually make a difference or if I'm just going to make it worse. But a lot of people online, after, like, we have 293,000 kilometers on the car, so things move. I guarantee that they're out of torque spec, which would cause the lifter noise. Maybe the main drive chain needs tightened. I don't know. But if we're getting into thousands of dollars of fucking take the head apart and all this shit, then we'll just buy a new fucking car. So, let us know, men, women who are mechanics, is it worth it to re-torque the engine on this car? 293,000 kilometers, 2012, runs like a dream, shifts like a dream, great on gas. I don't want to just give up on it, but I don't want to be stranded, so.
For how old this car is in, like, immaculate condition. Barely any rust.
And it drives so pure too, like.
At Canadian Tire in Kingston, when I was ordering the car, first it was some old dude was helping me because he couldn't figure out where any of the parts people was, and he was like, "Holy moly, 2012! I didn't even know there was cars of that year still rolling." Oh, yeah, it's good.
See, the problem with the Dodge Journey is it sits in the same category as like the Sunfire, the Cavalier, the Dodge Neons, right? They're all like mass-produced, cheap, affordable cars that are not built for quality. And everyone can agree with me. You guys have all had Cavaliers, Sunfires,
Sunfire
Neons.
best car.
What was the other ones? Cobalts. They were like the cheap cars of the car club, right? Like the car world, I guess. So they're meant to be disposable, essentially. But like, I actually love this car. It drives nice. It's good on gas.
It could use a little bit more room just because our kids are getting bigger, but like, which sounds crazy because like, you think when you have babies in car seats, they take up a lot of space, but that in between, when they're like toddlers and pre-teen years, they can fit nicely. Now that our children are growing and becoming men,
I'd like to get another year out of it. You know, like, to be honest, get it up to at least, you know, I'd be happy with another 60, 70,000 K out of it, which I think is doable. So, there's your car video for today. Literally, like, the whole video is about the car. But, yeah. Alright, well, we've got quite a bit planned tonight for, like, we're doing a dinner, some family stuff, and going to get Dylan right now, hanging with the kids. Too bad we don't have the other three, but they're with their dad, so I respect that. Hopefully they're having fun.
Dane called me earlier and said he's bored out of his mind.
Poor kid.
He says, I should have just come with you. He just wanted to see your cousins, like,
Yeah.
nothing to do with me, just wanted to see William and June and Ellie.
But yeah, like, when you're co-parenting, you know, you gotta share the time, so.
No, and it's so easy to do it too, because they're, like, with my kids' dad, he's so willing to, like, switch. It's
Yeah.
not like you want to give up your weekend and then that's it, you don't get to make up for it. So I don't mind. It does suck because, like you said, Evie and Dylan don't get to see them for, like, a month, but it works.
Yep. Well, that's that. I'm gonna cap the video here. I'm not gonna record much tonight. We're just gonna kind of enjoy the night without worrying about recording for a change. I'm gonna edit this up, set it to upload because the internet in the country is dog water. So I need about 12 hours to get her uploaded. And then tomorrow, our plan is, happy Father's Day, everybody, by the way. It's Father's Day when you guys are watching this.
Oh, happy Father's Day.
Tomorrow, we have to drop kids off and do the typical routine car ride home. So, it'll be a car talk video. Maybe we'll work on some questions and we'll do our Q&A in the car.
Yeah, I'll try and get some together today.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. But let me tell you guys, okay, like I've been saying in my videos, how I've been sleeping like absolute shit. And I don't know why, but like, we slept on an air mattress, which normally sucks. I took some Advil, cold and sinus nighttime.
Tylenol.
Whatever, it was Advil.
It's Tylenol.
But Tylenol, cold and, not sponsored. Cold and sinus nighttime. I was so tired. I hit the bed. I didn't even change. Like, I fell asleep in my clothes. And I woke up. What time did I wake up? I feel like I slept the entire day.
No, you were up about, I think Bailey said like 8:30 or whatever, got up with Evie, and then she's like, it was like he seen that I was awake and then disappeared.
I went back to sleep.
I got up at like 9:30-ish, and then, yeah, yours was probably like 11.
I don't know. I got up. I felt rested. I felt alive. I felt great. And it sucks that I needed a sleep aid to do that, but sometimes you just, you know, you have to.
Well, you also said you got that scratchy throat feeling too, so that probably helped.
Well, it's gone now.
So,
I guess I just had a man cold that I didn't know. Like,
mild one,
yeah.
thank God.
So, I feel good. I feel refreshed. This weekend has been refreshing. Me and Ian hung out today a bit, fixing our own cars, swearing at each other, swearing at our cars. And then he went and made me a sandwich, which was kind of nice. Comes out, he's like, "Do you eat tuna?" Yeah. He's like, "Here's a sandwich." I'm like, "What were you going to do if I said no?" He's like, "Eat it." I'm like, "Okay."
Anybody who doesn't know my brother, he's Ian. by the
He's
way.
very socially awkward.
He is like super socially awkward. He's the kind of guy who's like, he has company over and he's gonna go cut his lawn.
Yeah, he can't just sit around and like conversate. You got to conversate while he's running around and doing a whole bunch of shit. But like, super good dude.
He's just a quiet guy.
You know,
Keeps to himself.
and when he's working on his car and I'm working on mine, and I'm like, "Yo, have you done this before? How do I get this?" And he'll help me, and he'll be like, I don't have a socket big enough," so I showed him the old inner tube trick. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you have a socket that's just a little too sloppy, you cut some inner tube from a bike tire, stuff it in there, and then it works. And he's like, "I had no idea that worked," and it works.
He was gonna buy a whole new socket.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that, dude. Just cut up an inner tube. $10 10 cents fixed. But yeah, that's kind of how we communicate.
But it's nice you guys doing your man things. Me and Bailey went to town, got some groceries for dinner tonight. Burgers, make cold salads. Did that, made up salads. The kids been outside all day long. Like they are little dirt bags.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to hose them all off. I need a shower too. Like I washed up, but
Yeah,
it's
and
okay.
we're gonna have a nice fire tonight. I'm so excited. This will be our first fire this year.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I hate fixing the car, but I love the sense of comfort knowing that it's fixed and it's safe.
It is nice. This weekend was much needed.
Yeah.
Getting this outdoors. It was a beautiful day today. Lots of outdoorsy family.
I know, I should have ripped the shirt off and got some sun on that pasty back of mine, but
Car fixing.
it's all good. Like I said, refresher. It's we're killing it early today, like compared to normal we don't, but we're gonna have some family time, so we'll catch you guys up tomorrow. Hopefully everyone had a great Father's Day, great Saturday, great Sunday for you guys. Tomorrow's back to the grind for you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Okay, this is free. Bye.
Okay, bye.